Hi, everyone. Welcome to Comics, Chaos, and Sass, 10 p.m. Easterns on Sunday nights on Facebook and YouTube. I'm also part of Comics in More New Jersey, Comics in More Chaos, Melone Management, and a proud partner of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Looking for a podcast fix? Check out the schedule below. While you're here, drop your links, your social media, promote yourself and others. Let's all rise together. Hey everybody, I am Justin. Let me see that. Developing the view of physics, family, real, things, scientific, you know, that's how that always, always, alright. Say hi, Dom. Hi, you two are. Oh, wait, right on top of it. How is that? And almost actually, I think that is often like other but and I talk about. Alright, let me see. My mic should be good. You guys can't hear me? You can hear like a little bit. Can you guys hear me now? Is it any better? I don't think my cat got to this one, but she has a tendency of moving things around and chewing on stuff. Now we can. Okay. So she didn't chew this one. It just wasn't plugged in all the way and was having some glitches. So thank you. Thank you. So what have you, now that I've been rambling and you guys couldn't even hear me, maybe that's a good thing. So how was everybody's week and weekend? It's Sunday night. We're going to be starting off another fun-filled week. And hopefully it'll be a good one. Okay, so now I'm going to get caught up to on the conversation. I'm going to skip all you guys yelling at me that my audio sucks because, yeah, I think I've got that fixed now. No audio, no audio. All right. So now we got caught up with audio. We're getting back on track. It might have been sometimes just it gets glitchy. I use a phone as a camera for right now. And I started using a wired headset because you guys said that you actually heard me much better with the wired. And that was just a fluke because in the beginning, I only had the Bluetooth audio. So when I started using the wired headset, you guys seem to like it better. You guys are always helpful. Trust me, I'm grateful. I'd rather like know that there was the problem instead of me rambling for the next hour and no one's like, "Yeah, we can hear you." Trust me, it's like one of those things like when you have food in your teeth, you want someone to tell you. Absolutely. I appreciate it. But I think that I do like the wired in headset better because you guys could actually hear me better. Where when I had the Bluetooth, it wasn't as clear from what everyone said. So I'm going to stick with the wired headsets. And Ryan's on top of it. He's got links for me. Check out the latest episode of the podcast Talking Movies, the Nerdcast episode 115. And check out the latest episode, and I quote with author Aaron Casey. And there is the YouTube link. So check it out and give some love. Absolutely want to share and subscribe to all the channels. So since we had a bumpy start, how was your weekends? I have not heard. I had a little hectic weekend. My son wasn't feeling well, and it was a little chaos because he's at his dad's. So I get him home tomorrow, so I'll get my eyes on him then, and hopefully he'll be feeling better and he does not share with me. That is always a wish. And pretty much just getting caught up and getting taking care of things here. I still have ways to go, but I'm going to be playing with arts and crafts soon. I can't wait to make keychains and some fun stuff. Carl has been editing another book from Donna Carolone. I know how to say this. Donna Carlone. I'm really having a rough time with words today, which could be out by the end of the year. I can't wait. We were talking about that in the green room, weren't we? And you're resting on your laurels right now, but you'll have the new book out by December. That's the one that Carl is working on, correct? And Ryan says, subscribe to the channel today. Great nerdy content featuring trivia, interviews, and more. And Donna, do you want to drop your links to your current books that are out and available for purchase? And you guys are saying hi to each other. Ryan says, hi, Carl. Good to see you. I like that everybody gets along so well. You two make a great team. You really do. It's nice to see. Glenn says it's after 2 a.m. here in England. I am drawing Hatch. Can't sleep for a change. Tell us about Hatch. And Carl says, hey, Ryan. Ryan, I am doing good. I'm happy to be home and getting caught up on stuff. It's just been hectic and I've been going nonstop for days. And I think it's starting to catch up with me. I wasn't feeling so great a couple days ago. I was just feeling icky and it definitely knocked me on my butt. So trying to get caught up with stuff. How have you been doing? And Carl says, drop those links, babe. You can go check out that old computer. Uh-oh, what'd you do to the computer? And Glenn says, hey, guys. And Hatch is a cartoon character of his book one on Amazon right now. Well, Glenn, drop your links, please. So that way people can find your books and where they can buy them. And don't forget, you can always promote yourself and others in comics and more chaos, my group. It's very much encouraged to promote yourself and others. You can buy, sell, show off, get some teasers out there, a little bit of everything, as long as it's towards the creative community, comics, and all those fun things. Absolutely share. Happy 40th anniversary to Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Wow. Very, very cool. Glenn says, I'm working on book 2 in between launching my Kirby book. Wow, you're busy. Hey, Michaela, how are you? Don't forget to subscribe to author Michaela Jade. She has a bunch of great podcasts every day, and she is part of Rising Tide Broadcast Network as well. So give her some love. And happy belated Star Trek Day, everyone. And you can find Hatch there on Amazon. Check it out. It's Hatch Next, Glenn B. Fleming. And there's all sorts of links for you to check it up. Michaela says, I had a last minute invite to an outdoor craft sale. I took my books and made a nice profit in just 2 days. Well, that is awesome. I'm so glad to hear it. So, not only did you make a profit, but you also got to get your books into a bunch of new hands. It's always good to make more fans. I'm just resetting some old computers to give some friends who need them. That is awesome, Carl. Very, very cool. I wish I was able to do that because I've had some towers that if there was some things, if somebody knew what to do with them, I would have been able to give them because bits and pieces worked and bits and pieces didn't. Ryan says, currently reading Neurosis by Amy Hale. Go to authoramyhale.com for your next favorite read. Absolutely. Definitely want to check that out. And there we go. Launching my Kickstarter soon. Follow me on Roy Draws for updates. Very, very cool. When you have your links and you're ready to launch that, don't forget to promote and push it in the Comics and More Chaos group. Self promotion is very much encouraged. And Glenn, this is all my other stuff at amazon.uk and Glenn B. Fleming. Check him out, give a follow, give some love. Good job, Michaela. Hey, Michaela, how is Peck? Is it Pekin? Cool, Michaela. And sorry, I'm a little behind today. You guys are busy. Connery says, thanks for the stream. Our comic book shift is ending in 14 days, and we need all the help we can get on Indiegogo. I believe that I do have you on my Indiegogo list. I think I still had it set up for the banners. Let me take a look because where did my stuff go? There it is. Crowdfunding. I believe that I have shift right here. I do. See, I was prepared. And check it out. You've got a pretty cool team with going on with that. And there we go. Back to comments. The Skunk Rocker. Hey, how are you? Hey, Skunk Drop. What's going on with you and your shows? And get shout out and get some subscriptions. Get some people to subscribe, hopefully. And let's see. Yes, and I got 16 new email addresses for my newsletter. Congratulations. That is awesome. I love hearing that. And everyone's saying hi to Skunk. Very cool. Yes, Amy's books are great. I need to get on that and read. I need to get back to reading. I need a little more time. Definitely need more time in the day. Just finishing up my Indiegogo Kirby book and DVD launch. Do you have a link for that? Because you can drop it right here. Glenn's book on Rupa Nu is great. Good to know. I have so far behind on reading. I just finished Tidbits and Scribbles for tomorrow night. Check in and subscribe on my YouTube channel. And check out author Michaela Jade. Great way to start off to end your evenings. And you also do you still do the motivational Mondays? Easter Island. Hi, Skunk. Or sign up to be sub on my website, authormichaelajade.com. Perfect. And Michaela, you can also put that right into the Chaos group. There's no link yet. Okay, so when you definitely have it, you'll have to get that up. And thanks, Carl. I think I'm caught up, so I'm going to go through some of the crowdfunding that's going on still. There is 14 days to go on Witches of Westchester and art. It's issue 1, an art book. The art book consists of all of the cover art for the issue 1, which is a good amount, some really pretty stuff. Some cosplay, some nice, some naughty, a little bit of everything. And you think Buffy meets the craft with the Evil Dead thrown in. And we also have Wolfsbane, #1, Werewolf versus Detectives. Find out who comes on top of this crime-style horror story where we explore what makes a man a monster. Check it out. He's got a little bit more to go, already fully funded. Coming soon, click notify on launch for Chronicle of Horror 1 and 2. Stay tuned for an 8-story horror anthology comic. And there's the Shift one that we mentioned before, but here it is again. You definitely want to check it out. It is Shift issue 1, New Beginnings. And Immortal Era 1 through 5, a continued hero's quest to where the only way to save humanity is by killing them. That sounds a little bit of fun. It's been a week. Dig Two Graves graphic novel. After the brutal murder of her family, Miranda Stone is left with a desire for revenge. It's a graphic novel. And then I'm going to go back to the comments and I'll come back with some more of these. Hey, Teresa, how are you? And what have you been up to? Did you have a good weekend? And here is the promo for the Kirby book and DVD. It's on YouTube, so take a look, subscribe, and follow, and share wherever you can. And I'm going to go head back to Kickstarters. Memoirs of an Angel, The Labyrinth, a broken witch hunter discovers his purpose as he gets entangled in centuries-long cosmic war between gods, angels, and devils. That sounds like a bit of fun. So Russell Allen has been working for Comics Book for Kids. I'm not sure if you are familiar with it, but last month he raised quite a good amount of money, and he started up the September auction already. If you have something you want to donate, he's doing this every month. Whether you're donating something, your personal collection, artists, it all goes to a good cause. He auctions it off and sends the money so the kids can get bring some solace to them. They get comics and all sorts of cool things that brings a smile to their face in a rough time. So if you're interested, check out Russ Explode Studio Books with a Heart on behalf of CB4K. Now, this one is a Kickstarter I actually just came across today. RB Wait sent a message, so it was pretty cool. I checked that out. And he's got an art book, Eyes of Green art book. Still has quite a few days away. There are combinations you can get just the art book, and then there's other books you can combine with it. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And this is The Realist Biani Arc, 1 issue 3 through 5. And check it out, give some love. I think it still had a good amount of time. Most of them still had days left to go. So if now's not a great time, you still have a little bit more time. Ultraviolet Fun in the Sun fundraiser is for the pre-order and fundraiser for the 2nd issue. So if that's up your alley, share it, save it, back it. And there's a digital comic series, the last of 3 free humans stare down at Earth from space. To return would mean certain death. Their only option is what lies beyond. Definitely interesting to check out. And last but not least, Jason Doobie has 7 days left for Genesis, the comic book issues. #1, Teenage Angel. Genesis defiles the rules of heaven to change the Earth's fate. So those are just some of the ones that have come across my feed or my desk. Niobe has already ended. he did a great job and kicked butt. It's very, very cool to see. It's growing better and better each time. More and more fans are following, and I love seeing that. He closed out pretty strong tonight. I don't remember the numbers, but it's pretty cool. It's good to see. Looking forward to see when the next one comes too. And Michaela says, okay, guys and gals, I'm off to bed because I'm still doing morning motivations bright and early at 5:15 a.m. Central Time. Youch. I'm now getting up at 6 a.m., so yeah, I'm not too much farther behind you. You're welcome, Glenn. And by the way, those motivational mornings won't stop when I get laid off in the fall. We can't stop kicking butt and taking names. Exactly. I hope you have a good night, Michaela, and sweet dreams. And congratulations on a very productive weekend. And there is Donna saying good night, Michaela. And there is Sam. Hey, how are you? I've known Sam since I was 17. 17. And sleep well, Michaela. So does anybody else have any projects you guys are working on and taking care of? Oh, told you she was around. There's Stinker. And no laughing at me, Sam. You've known me a long time. I'm well aware. So there's Tinkerbell. Told you she's missed everybody and she wanted to check you guys out. We'll see what kind of trouble she'll get into for the few minutes that I'm still on camera. Any events coming up? Any Kickstarters? I am going to be at Super Jersey November 6th. It's in Homedale, New Jersey at the Bell Works. And I'm looking forward to that. So my kid will be working for me that weekend. So that should be fun. And there's Carl. See, I told you she hasn't seen you in a while. You guys haven't seen her. Also, I forgot there's one other thing. We have Pitches Be Crazy. And where did it go? I love when I screw something up. So Pitches Be Crazy is a show that's been on for a little while. And they're looking for indie creators to come on the show and have some fun. So I'm going to read you the little pitch. And it's also in Comics and More Chaos for a sign up for who wants to be on for Saturday. It's attention indie creators. Do you have a Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign live on the 18th with at least 5 days left in your campaign? If so, we want you to battle it out for $50 award in an exciting show called Pitches Be Crazy on the Indie Volt Network. Interested creators should comment below with a link to your campaign so we can check it out. The show is at 2:30 p.m. Eastern on the 18th, and you will need to be available for an hour. Bring your best pitches, craziest props, and your impression as the show is off the walls crazy. Join your host, Brandon, along with judges Jody McPhee and Lisa Melone, and special appearances by guest judges each Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern on IndieVolt. Pitches Be Crazy, the only comic-related show where the host shuts his mouth and opens his wallet. So there will be a post up later this evening, and if anybody who is interested, they can sign up and drop their links so that you guys can be invited onto the show. And they do this every Saturday. So definitely want to get onto that soon. So Carl says, hey, Stinker. Stinker is my cat. That's Tinkerbell. That's behind my head. I don't know if you can see her. She's actually being somewhat behaved for the moment. Chase any good mice up the wall lately? No, she hasn't, but she did grab a pretty big spider and bring it down. That was lovely. And Glenn is also writing a book about my travels to New York, writing and illustrating 2 science fiction novels, about to publish number 8 of my comics magazine, Comics Unlimited, and other things. Very cool. Glenn, you are very, very busy. Yeah, just my cat. I hope that skunk rocker isn't chasing mice. Yeah, I'd hope not. I don't think skunk would be. Glenn says, I've been on Pitches Be Crazy, a funniest time I've had in a long time. Well, I was glad to hear that. I've caught a little bit of it. I need to go back and watch them, but I work for Melone Management, and Lisa is one of the judges. So figured it'd be easy to find her some really fun people for the show. Everyone can have a laugh, and somebody can win $50 for their campaign. It depends on how cute the mouse is, right? This is true. You are a furry. But I don't think you're looking for the same kind of mouse that my cat is. Or, I don't know. So, what else you guys got going on? You guys are quiet tonight. I know there's shows coming up. I need to get caught up and get that a little bit more organized. It's on my to-do list, which is never ending. But it is 10:35, and I've been talking straight for about 20 minutes, even a little more if we count that you couldn't hear me. Um, so if you guys don't have anything for me, I'm gonna let you guys go early. It is Monday tomorrow, and if you have not already following Rising Tide Broadcast Network, please do. Tomorrow morning, Brian will be on his Never Mind the Furthermore, where he does something like this, but on a much bigger scale. And he's like an hour behind all the time. Ted is off in California pitching his comic for a possible movie. That is awesome. Very, very exciting. And good night, Sam. I hope you all have an awesome week. Kick some butt. And I will see you next Sunday. Remember, 10 p.m. Eastern on Sunday nights. Come back and see me. I'm always running a little late, which we know. Thanks, Heather. Have a good evening. Good night, all.